Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of Epigee's Analyses. Looking at another LeBlanc game. We're matching up against Veigar here. LeBlanc versus Veigar. Interesting matchup. We're gonna see. We're gonna dive into this episode and look a little bit deeper into the intricacies that LeBlanc can pull off. We're gonna look at some of her combos, some of her laning presence, and really see how to snowball that laning advantage you get from LeBlanc into that mid game pressure, dominate the mid game, and then crush the game. I'm not sure if I'll play this one all the way to the end, but we're definitely gonna play this all the way through laning phase here. A little bit of a vendetta at this game. I played a game last game against this Veigar, and Veigar absolutely went legendary. I wasn't the mid laner though, I was the jungler. So going back into this game now, I'm really looking to put the heat on, to put the power to the metal here and kick this guy's butt. I want to crush this guy to prove a point that I am the superior mid laner, that my nerd skills are much bigger and much greater than his. Flexing my EP in just to show him up and crush him because he's scumbag Veigar. Veigar's not even good in this patch, and I want to prove it to him by absolutely pooping on him here. So we're going to put on a little harass there. Nothing exchanged back there. Misplay by him. He's going to want to cue me back. But he didn't right there, so I've got a lot of free damage onto him. We're just going to normal game right here, just CSing back and forth right here. When my W comes off cooldown, like it's about to do, I'm probably going to hit him with that one more time. He used his Q to CS there. You saw him shoot the Q, got the little point right there, and this gives me so much potential to just put the hurt on him. Watch this. I'm going to walk up, and surely I'm going to put some damage onto him here. But, okay, I just farmed the wave. So I'm not perfect, and that's okay. I got one auto off, but he traded the auto back with me. That's fine. Looks like I'm up against a Rek'Sai. Jungler here. My Fizz invaded and he's waiting for Rek'Sai to come around. Just picking up the red buff right there. That's fine. Waiting for my W to come off cooldown. Gonna look for some more damage with the level 2 spike here. Using his Q to CS is just kind of like BMing me in the face. Every time he does that, I want to walk up and put some damage onto him. Now I know he's level 2. I don't know if he took his stun. He did take his stun. So we're going to look for a little bit of a damage right here. Boom, he steps up. Look at that chunk. He didn't even Q me because he's looking to farm with his Q. Yeah, he's getting points in his Q. Yeah, he's getting some AP from this, but look at how much health he's chunked. He's already chunked through both of his pots. Both of his pots. Look at my pots. 2 whole pots left. So I'm really looking to put the pressure on him. I'm chucking him back, and he's not trading reciprocally. He's not trading back into me, and that's really bad by him. So I'm going to look to put a little bit more damage on him right here. Also notice this right here. The wave is pushing. Oh, hello? Hello? Alright, I got the bug where my replay system won't pause. But that's fine. You see how this wave is pushing into me? It hit the turret here, took a few turret shots, so his wave is pushing into me, which puts him in a really dangerous situation. Okay, it looks like I get ganked and just jump away. Solid gank there by the Rek'Sai. Really, you can see waiting till I'm shoved way up here, way back by my turret, and then going in for the gank. Really going to put the pressure onto me. Just kidding, Rek'Sai. That was a terrible gank. If anything, you need to come around from back here, which even then is not that good because I've already shoved up super far. And like I said, his wave's pushing into me, so I'm just going to let this hit turret and deny as much CS as I can. Looks like he's at 16 farm here to my 15 farm, but I got about 10 more farm here that I'm going to pick up. Boom. Farming, easy peasy. Let's fast forward this, nothing interesting. I had to use a Q there to CS, no big deal. Boom. Alright, I jump forward there, put a little bit of damage on a Veigar. Remember, he doesn't have pots, so even if I'm trading in his wave, I got the pots to drink it back up because I traded so well early. Traded quote unquote because he didn't actually trade with me at all, and because he's a little pooper. Like I said, boom. Maokai looks like he's coming in for the gank here. We see the Maokai in the minimap. Boom. I use my ignite. Boom. You notice how I keep standing forward to stay in range. So the chain still hits after I know he's gonna flash. I stood a step there. I step a little bit out of range of my I step a little bit out of range. Right here is about the range of my auto attack, and I stepped a little too far out. And unfortunately I have to step back in and I get stunned, but it's outside of the turret range, which is like here. Which makes it fine, easy peasy. Picked up the first blood, and I'm probably going to shove this wave one more time and go back. I'm not scared of the Rek'Sai because my W's up. Spamming laugh because I'm a badass, and I want them to make sure that they know I'm a badass. There we go, boom, back. Super speed through this. I'm going to get back into lane. Alright, looks like he shoved my wave, which is fine. I miss a couple CS here because... Or do I? Okay, yeah. Do I Q this one? Q it, baby, Q it! No, okay, I might be the worst player in the history of the world. But let's take a quick look at items. Double Thorns with an Amp Tome. I'm going to build a Morelos first. He's just got the Double Thorns and Boots. Rushing the Boots. Oh, I also have Boots there. We're getting the early Boots against the LeBlanc matchup as Veigar. I would very much unrecommend. I don't want that. I don't like that very much. So now I'm trying to assert my authority here as the dominant laner. If you notice here, I'm trading outside of my minion wave. If you look right here, this is the wave. So if I auto him while he's right here, I'm going to take the aggro from these creeps. But as soon as he's out here where he was, I no longer take aggro from these creeps. So I push him all the way back here, and then I put a bunch of free damage on him, and that's really good. I'm using. Don't use my abilities to CS at all, and he is right here. I dodged the damage from it. And as soon as he extends like this, boom, putting a little ulti damage on him. Missed the chain again, but not that important. One more auto. Now what I want to do is sit in lane and let my mana regen. I just want to auto attack these creeps. Use the Doran's Blade to get the mana. But like I said, this is more about the late game. LeBlanc has a really good early game, and you can see right here, I'm using my abilities to my advantage and stomping on this kid. Okay, he's staying in lane is pretty dangerous. If he has any pots, he should be drinking them. He does not, which means he should be calling for a gank, but I don't think he's going to get one. If you notice, I have no vision around here, but it doesn't really matter with how strong I'm playing right now. Not to mention Rek'Sai is just showing in the spot lane, and with Rek'Sai showing, I'm probably going to look for an all-in here. Let's see if I do. Going up right here, I'm going to wait for what I'm looking for right here, and this was bad for me to take turret shots, but what I'm looking for is him to get in range right about here so I can land 2 Qs. I can use my Q, and then my ulti Q, and then W on top of him, no matter how far deep he goes. And then I have my knight's not quite up, so I might die if I do this, or I might not quite get the kill. But that's what I'm waiting for. Okay, we're gonna look at it one more time real quick because I kind of sped through the beginning. So as soon as he steps up in range of my double Q, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna burn him up like this. Okay, so he's about to do this. Waiting for this range, waiting for the range right here. There's 1 Q, there's my ulti Q, followed up by the R. Now 1 auto will kill him, but I kind of just go for the chain. My bad there, I thought the chain was an easy chain, but the auto does pick him up right there at the end. I take 2 shots from the turret, one from a couple damage from Ignite, but remember, we just saw Rek'Sai, and that's a crucial element of this play. Rek'Sai just showed right here, and yeah, he did get a kill. Like, this guy's dead, and, well, top lane's dead, but, him showing there meant I was free to dive this lane mid, and was really successful. I was really successful in doing that. So I want to shove this lane. Remember, I know Garen. I know where Garen is. Garen is obviously top lane right here, and I know where Rek'Sai is because we just saw him by. Like, he could ult to mid somewhere, but even then I have my W to escape. I still have my flash. I haven't burned my flash yet this game. So now that's a 2-0 lead. The jungler's going to have to come mid, otherwise I'm going to just absolutely dominate this guy. I have an amp tome over him, I have a little mana regen, and I'm getting pots every time. Like, I have two or three pots right here, 2 pots to his 2 pots, so he's got to look to trade really effectively. Him throwing up this wall means I'm free to dive in whenever I want to. Note that he's level 6, so he does pack a big punch with this, but his Ignite is down and mine's up. He used his Ignite in that last fight, and I did not. Alright, I W the wave here to help clear it out because LeBlanc's push is really slow. I should have autoed that creep instead of this one, but I didn't, so we're going to play it out like that. Looks like Veigar kind of dancing around the blue buff with Maokai up here, just putting this ward down because Maokai was MIA. We're going to see what Maokai does. I don't think he does anything productive, and I don't really need the help. Unless Rek'Sai shows up and we need to make it a 2v2, I'm absolutely dominating this. Look, he knows how much I'm dominating this lane. One thing he can do now, because I use my because I use my W to farm this wave, he's free to step up here just a little bit. He knows he had my ultimate up, so I could always ult onto him. But having that 1 spell less damage means that I'm not going to kill him 100-0. And he knows that, so he can step up here. I think it was more important to push the wave there and get the wave under his turret, because I'm looking to roam bot, I think. Because bot's been feeding it just a little bit, so I'm going to go kind of clean that up and see if I can help them out. I'm not sure if I actually do that, though. Looks like I'm just putting a little bit of damage on. No turret shot they're taking though. If you notice there, that's a really important LeBlanc skill too. Hold on, let me speed this up. Okay, watch my timing with these turret shots. The turret hits, and right as this turret is about to fire, the next, right as it fires, right there. So as soon as that turret shot fired, I go in, which means the turret's cooldown, auto attack cooldown has to reset. It resets, I jump back here and don't take any damage. I don't even, like, Okay, I took one creep shot, a creep auto me once, and that's all. And that's a beautiful, beautiful thing that you can do with LeBlanc. Make sure you're watching those turret shots, waiting and counting them in your head. Shot, 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 shot. Everybody. And that you're engaging at a proper time where you can take no damage. Now, I know I'm getting really aggressive here, and I know that Rek'Sai's blue buff is going to be up at 9 minutes. Because we saw when what's his name counter jungled it. Okay, so he gets really antsy here. I go aggressive, and he shoots me with his ultimate. That means he just lost a ton of damage. When he uses his ultimate on me, I can heal that up with a pot, which I'm likely going to pop soon here. I hope I do. There you go, there's the pot ticking. So I'm healing back the damage he just dealt to me, which is less burst damage that he's going to do in an all-in. Which is absolutely wonderful. Right here, as soon as I see Rek'Sai on, I think... in my head, I think I'm trying to bait him. I'm trying to bait him up and into a... Yep, boom, boom. Okay, I burned his flash, and now I want to walk down and out. Rek'Sai had to use his tunnel to get here. Oh, maybe I die here. Okay, I die there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is proof that we're not all perfect. I had a ward here, went aggressive at a bad time, and died for it. I was punished. And that's the important of watching the minimap. See, if I had watched the minimap, I wouldn't have died to the gank, and could snowball this lane even harder. A little bit of counter snowball, but in the end, Rek'Sai got the kill, and Veigar only got an assist. Spent his assist money trying to get a Morello's. Oh, looks like things are happening. My bad. So, a lot of pings. Look at how deep these guys are. Look at how deep these guys are. And we have a pink ward in this bush. I don't know whose pink ward this is. Does it say? Fizzes. Fizzes put this pink ward here. So I know that they don't have vision of this. We don't have vision down here, though, which is kind of a big deal. So I'm going to get a little interesting. I probably blow this guy up. Q, walk over here and wait for the Q to pop, but he hit exhaust. Now, I wait for the hook to come out right there. You see, I waited for him to throw the hook right here and then took my W back. So he burned mana, he burned his skill shot, he also burned his exhaust right here. Without his exhaust, I definitely would have killed him 100%. So good exhaust by Thresh, but in the end, I take the W, but I make sure he burns skills to do it. I have the reaction time to do it, so I just wait. I have the vision, I just wait, and ultimately I come on top of that little trade. There, they get a summoner. They burn the summoner spell. All I do is burn my ulti, which is already off cooldown here. Now I'm getting real aggressive on this guy. I chain nothing there, but that's all right. I think I might flash this because Thresh is here, or I just stand behind this creep. Okay, I'm just watching to see what's going on. Oh, a bit of a misplay by Thresh there, flaying the wrong way. But a good dodge there. As you saw, as soon as Jinx came into vision here, as soon as Jinx showed up here and shot her arrow, I was paying attention to her and what she was doing. Okay, she just took 2 turret shots, so she's a little baddie, but that's fine. Looks like I'm backing off here. I'm scared of Jinx's ultimate. I don't know if it's off cooldown, so I don't back in this usual spot. A lot of people would expect to back here or here or here. I go over here where I know they don't have any wards because they have no top presence right now. Garen might have warded our red, but he definitely didn't ward right here. So I go over there and back there instead. Looks like our Fizz gets messed up here. So a lot of people are mid. We'll wait till I get back mid here. No, I think I'm interested in clearing out the wave. Yeah, I do. Good job clearing out the wave. I don't think I missed any CS. Clean this tunnel out because nobody's had a chance to yet. Now, now we know they're doing dragon. We saw them all walk down to do dragon. So I wait for my team to show up, and now we have 3 people to their 3 people, and we're fine to start a dragon fight. Now I'm going to slow this down, so watch what I do. I don't have vision of him, so I can't anticipate this hook. So I tank the hook, but it's ultimately no big deal. LeBlanc doesn't want to burn her ulti, or burn anything on Thresh. Thresh is a low priority target. So who am I looking for? I'm looking for... I'm looking at this chick the whole time, and I'm looking at this chick. I also don't want to burn it on him, and don't want to burn it on him. So LeBlanc's right here. Let's see what I do. I'm walking up right here. This guy, Thresh is zoning Callista right here. I use one dash here. The other dash, I throw a chain onto Veigar. Okay. Looks like I'm trying to blow up Veigar instead of blowing up Jinx, which is fine because I'm zoning both of them right now off of the Baron. Or off of the Dragon. So, just with this one play right here, just with my aggression here, I zone these two completely off of this thing. There's nobody on their team is damaging or threatening this dragon at all, so shoving these guys back is such a good deal. They could have turned to me and put a little bit more damage on, but they did not, and if they would have, I would have just taken this, I would have just taken my point back. I had the Mimic right there, and I could have just hopped on that, and everything would have been fine. I knew they put a ward there, so I just sweep that out right now. Get a free a 25 gold, however much this is worth. But at the same time, I'm looking at the minimap, paying attention to what's going on here. I don't have vision of this, but I know Jinx is up here, so her shooting that thing at me is no surprise. Alright, looks like I take one. Save my ultimate from before, remember. Okay, it looks like I'm throwing a chain. Looking for some damage on the Veigar. I don't think I'm going to kill him, though, here. Let's see. One auto. Oh, with the Ignite, that's going to kill him, though. Beautiful job right there. I hit him once, auto once, burn my spells, and the Ignite brings him down. Leona brings him down for me. Because my clone popped here, and my patch was still up here, my Mimic, I just took the Mimic back here, and then took it right here. So LeBlanc had, or not LeBlanc, Jinx had no idea where I was. She shot my clone right here, positioned poorly, and my team did a great job of collapsing right here. Remember, everything has its trade-off. So while this was going on, Garen got some free damage onto this turret. If we look, it's nearly dead right here, and he's out farming this guy by about 30. Then again, we don't care at all because this team, because we're doing so well as a team in other places. Looks like I'd probably go back mid after clearing out a tunnel, farm this out, and then I'd probably return back to base. Looks like, sorry for the loud Rek'Sai scream there, but it looks like I'm kind of dancing around with Rek'Sai, seeing if I could bait him into something that he can't do. Like this. Yeah, ultimately, that doesn't matter too much. Nearly kill him there. Remember, we know his damage, and we know where everybody is. We also know that his flash is down because he flashed at that dragon fight. So, just putting a little damage on him. Remember, now I'm thinking about Jinx ulti here. They have a Jinx on their team, and I don't know where she is. She's somewhere bot lane, so I back in this weird spot instead of over here, where you would normally see mid laners back. Losing the CS is really bad, so I shouldn't have dealt with that Rek'Sai in the way I did, but I did nonetheless. And ultimately, missing CS in a solo queue game is like, I mean, it is bad. Don't get me wrong, it is a very bad thing to do. Don't miss CS, but if you have to miss CS to get a kill, to do other things, it doesn't feel the worst, and morale is a huge part of solo queue. So I'm probably looking for vision or something right here. Do I have any wards on me? I do have a ward, so I'm probably looking to get ward coverage so I can go aggressive here. Well, it looks like he showed up a little too far. Oh, okay, I wanna show you that again. So he's not actually there. I'm pretty sure he sees me walking in this bush, but I sweep it out to make sure he can't see if I stayed or not. So it might be some threat. You see, and this is a big deal right here. You see how far Garen's up right here, right here on the map. It's very easy to get ganked, or for me to just walk up and gank this guy, which I do at some point here. But just by walking, here I want to show you this gank. But just by walking up there, I put a ton of pressure on the map. I said this in my last LeBlanc video. Just going missing for a little bit puts danger pings all over the map. Where is LeBlanc? Is she killing something other than my lane? I don't know. Veigar's panicking. So this is really good. You notice he has no creeps around here, and having creeps for line of sight is super good to block LeBlanc chains. So I see him focused on farming the creeps. He uses his spells, so I know I can free to aggressive mine. And watch this chain. I lead the chain, and it actually catches him in the after he flashes. Granted, he wouldn't have landed if he stayed still, but there was no way I was going to kill him there without my Ignite up. Remember, I used the Ignite to get the kill on Jinx down here. Ooh, really low. Handing that over to Jinx was kind of weird. Him backing now, I'm not sure if I know he's backing, but we're going to look at. There we go. Remember what I said about roaming top? A really easy gank. So, let's recap how to do this. Very easy, simple. What I lead with is I lead with my Mimic over the wall. I distort over the wall, and then I don't think he has vision here. I assume he doesn't have vision here because he hasn't responded to me being here yet. So no, I lied. He hits the shark, and that's what's key. So he hits the shark. So all I do is land this chains on this slowed Garen, hit him with a Q. Don't even use my ultimate. I'm saving my ultimate in case this doesn't kill him. But I stand here for a little bit of BM. Remember, it's always important to show them that you're the boss. And boom, bada bing bong, I pick up the kill, and then I probably want to return to mid lane. Oh, which I do. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm sorry, I sped that up way too much. So, okay, I'm walking mid lane here. And while I'm walking, I'm looking at the cooldowns that they're using here. Remember, Jinx is a huge priority, way over Thresh or anybody else in this game, really. She's the most fed one. So, Jinx out of position, no creeps for her to block at all. Boom, hit her with one spell, land the chains probably next here. Perfect. Excellently done there. If you see, I didn't really wait because it was just opportune for me to go, but I waited till Jinx was out of position. No creeps at all to block. Those weren't there. So it was easy, boom, boom, and then it's easy to land my 2 spells and finish the gank off. Getting stunned here might be lethal to me. It depends on how much damage he's doing, how much damage Veigar's doing, but also note Rek'Sai here isn't actually pressuring me. So I'm free to distort away. Or no, I flashed away, right? Yep, I flashed away. So I'm free to flash away. This Ignite is ticking. I might die to the Ignite, so I'm hovering around Leona in case she has a Face in the Mountain. If she has Face in the Mountain and throws it on me and I live, that's perfect. But looks like she doesn't and I live anyway. Let's see what I do here. I don't know if I back right away or if I just if I look for some more kills here. Looks like my team cleaned up pretty nice and shoved everybody back. The end of the team fight was right there, so there's no point in me sticking around. Garen is pretty tanky, and I don't really have that much damage yet. I'm a squishy killer. LeBlanc's a squishy killer, so here's a good example of just some damage I was putting on her. Remember, I have red buff, so those autos actually do a little bit of damage. I just looked for a little bit of damage when I knew nobody was paying attention. We're just going to examine that damage real quick, and I'll show you how safe it was. Oh, sorry. With the spectator mode, or with the replay mode, it doesn't always line you up properly. So right here, Thresh would have to know exactly what I was doing, and even if he flayed me here, I could take my Mimic back very easily. So that was some pretty safe damage. The auto was a little bit risky maybe, but for the most part that was pretty safe. Remember, the whole time, the entire time anything is going on, I'm looking at this chick, looking at Jinx. Where is Jinx? Where is she positioning? What does she want to do? So I sweep underneath me to see if they have any wards in there, because I was thinking about distorting over the wall and looking for a flank. But I find Rek'Sai, so I'm just kind of sitting off here to the side, waiting for my team to pressure these guys, waiting for my team to pressure these guys in, or for these guys to take the turret and look to fight over here. Fizz misses the fish, but if you notice right here, this guy is isolated from the rest of his team, so he's a real easy 1-2 pick. Hopefully I dodge the stun. Nope, I eat the stun. Okay, so I eat the stun, eat a little bit of damage here, about half my health. And now I have a ward right here, so it's a very easy... Oh, I missed my chains! Am I dead? Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I thought this was high-level LeBlanc play, not a pooper. Okay, well, I missed my chains. If I landed my chains, it was very obvious I could distort out, and everything would be fine. But nobody's perfect. I've got to work it again and again until I get it right. And that was a good example of that, I think. And here's the redemption kill, though. We're gonna. Whoa! Shh! Don't look at that. Don't look at that. That's personal. Alright, so this ward is a pretty big deal right here. We see her stepping out of position. I'm pretty sure she doesn't have anything up here warded, so easy 1, 2. I land the chains, sidestep this. It's very important I sidestep that, and make sure I'm autoing every time my auto's off cooldown. So I should auto once here. I should auto once again. I ignited just because I don't want to sit around. I don't know how much lifesteal she has at the top of my head, so I didn't know if I could just kill her with autos. I wait for my Q cooldown, and one of the cool things I do is I step into this bush. During the Q cooldown, I step into the bush, and then hit her with the Q. Pick up my red buff once again, and everything is right in the world, and I'm forgiven for missing those chains. I sweep this ward, but then I realize I don't have equal pressure, so I back off and let that ward stay there. Doesn't always feel the best. Dancing a little bit with Thresh, but my ulti's not up cooldown, and Thresh has a little more health than I can get through in one rotation. Plus, I think I'm gonna miss my chains again there, so nothing much for me to do. Pushing up the mid wave. I want to put pressure on this mid turret. It's about half health, but I want to damage that before I do anything else. Clear that turret out. I distort over the wall just in case anybody's here. If you notice, we don't have vision of anywhere in this area here or down here, so I could have just died there or gotten into a pinch there, so I make sure I use my distort or my mimic. I use the jumpy skill, to get over the wall and deal with that. Okay. Okay, very good. So they get a ward on Dragon. We're looking for Dragon pressure right now. I put what I can around Dragon, and everything's good there. Bada bing, bada boom. Looks like we start off the Dragon. Fizz's little sensor goes off. Looks like we get the teleport in, and we don't see Garen anywhere. Garen's up here. Misplay here by Rek'Sai doing this. If he knows we're at Dragon, he should definitely come right away. Or we expect an ulti like here very, very soon. But remember, my sensors are honed in on this chick right here. And we're going to see an example of this as this team fight plays out, spinning us up a little bit. See, right now, I don't care about any of these guys. These guys fighting right here, we don't care about them. We don't care who fights here. These are all tanks. LeBlanc doesn't kill tanks. LeBlanc kills this one. This one right here. Okay, so where's LeBlanc? LeBlanc's right over this wall. Pop, boom, boom, boom. And burns the flash right away. And I jump back over the wall, and I'm just hovering here. They have no vision of this. They have no vision of anything over here. So I'm free to just chill in the back. Look at this. I'm waiting for my cooldowns. Just relaxing. I can't think of a better way to spend my time than waiting to kill this, what's his name? Garen. So he gets the kill there. I finish him off with an auto, or Kalista finishes him off with a rend. Now, I have vision of this the whole time. Thresh walking over here, whatever walking over here. Looks like Jinx died sometime that fight, but just the pressure I was putting on from under here, right here, pressuring over this wall, I was in a totally safe situation. I found where they didn't have any wards, and abusing vision is so important on assassins. Being where they don't know you are, being invisible is so good. So I stayed invisible. I stayed down here in this area, and all I did was just pressure over this wall. I pressured over the wall, burned the flash, and forced the fight. I forced the fight up this way, so my team coming in this way could pick off the ones that were free to kill, without their carries dealing damage, and that's a very, very good skill of LeBlanc. So we just pick up Dragon after this, and I'll probably go back to base. Do I get blue buff too? Oh yeah, looked like the blue buff spinning around me, so I picked up a blue buff. Blue buff really good on LeBlanc. Looks like because they have a high magic damage team, or not because they have a high magic damage team, I'm sorry, because they have a Veigar who does a high amount of magic damage to a single target, most likely me, being, who Veigar is. I pick up a Abyssal Scepter next, because Abyssal Scepter is going to work really well in this lane. Or not in this lane, but just with this game matchup. If he ever tries to ult me, I'm going to be able to survive it, and then deal a ton of damage back. Looks like Leona's on my side right here, so we're going to try and make a play with Leona, I think. No vision of anybody else, but we do have vision of the top side. So I get a little aggressive here. Pop, pop. He flashes behind me, a little weird. It looked like he was trying to dodge the chain, but I don't think it quite was the proper flash. If it was the proper flash, he waited too long to do it. If you notice, Leona, excellent job. They're putting Face of the Mountain on me, saving my life by just a stitch. Now, I don't know if Rek'Sai's flash is up here, but I do know that Rek'Sai's kind of bad. I was waiting for him to shoot his Q right there, you notice, and I used my W to dodge out of the way. I think I should come back in and try to turn this fight with my CC. Missed the chain just a little bit. Remember, I don't want to dash into I don't want to dash into melee range, but sensors are going off. Beep boop, 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 beep boop. I want to kill that chick. So right now I'm looking for a method to do this. I sweep this bush right here to clear out this ward, because remember, it's important to be invisible. Invisibility is key. And right now I'm walking deep. I think right now they have a ward in this bush. But I'm walking around this way, because even if they have a ward here, my putting pressure on this side of the map is enough to force these guys back. As you see, they're backing up now, but also our team's backing up because they're low, and I decide not to hone in on my target and mess them up. Jinx down walking up, but again, I have no vision around here, so I don't actually get to do anything, although doing what I did, going invisible there, but letting them know that I'm still in the fight, letting them know that I'm still around is a big part of why that play was effective. I'm going to speed this up as I get back to lane. You notice I keep walking mid lane, that's just because mid lane's where all the action is, right here. Alright, so we'll take a quick assessment of the fight. We go, don't care about him, maybe care about these two because they're low health, but this one. Oh, baby, this one. I flash over the wall. Pop-a-rooney! Alright, now I don't know why I stayed around. Just a little bit of time. Wasn't sure if that ulti was going to kill her, so I was dancing around there, waiting for that animation to go off that she was dead. But yeah, you see, I flashed the wall to get the dash damage onto her, because I didn't know what she had up, and I didn't know I didn't know if my Qs were going to be enough, or if the creep wave was there to interrupt my chains, had I used them instead. So I'm waiting for this thing to wear off. I'm probably looking to target Veigar next, right here, but he's behind this guy, so I have to wait for Thresh to move out of position for me to get to Veigar. My team taking some damage. This exhaust, very bad exhaust here by Thresh. Remember, he had a really good one down there, but that one was really bad. He's hitting me when I have no spells up, no idea to do anything. Right here, look at his positioning on Veigar. Shoves way up and just pops him right there. Easy kill, and I pick up 600 gold just like that, easy peasy. Now I know that Rek'Sai is going to want to kill Fizz, and what I want to do is not get in the AoE of the two, so I distort back right here. I distort back, and now I land my chains and just try to kite this guy out. I want to try to kite Rek'Sai. He's super tanky though. Look at that Spear Visage, Merc Shreds, and the Cinder Hulk jungle. So he's so tanky, a lot of MR, and I don't quite have a Void Staff yet. I just have Abyssal, so all I'm doing is lowering his MR by a flat amount. Really good job by him too. If you notice that he waited and saved his unburrow until I have begun my dash, and it knocked me out of it. So I wait again. This is a really cool LeBlanc trick. I wait until my Mimic shows up, and then I take the port. So there's going to be one where I land and one over here. And it's a very kind of a confusing trick for a lot of people. Now my ult, look at right here, my ult has a 20-second cooldown, and Garen just showed up. So now how am I going to get out of this? Well, let's find out, because it's going to be a rough time here. I distort away, trying to get away from Garen. Garen flashes on me, throws the Ignite down, and starts his ultimate, but right as he gets in melee range, as soon as I can react to that flash, I take my distort back, because I don't want to die to anything Garen has. Right there, boom. And I think it just get away safely. Yep, looks like Chowder gives up here and just starts farming the wave, and I'm probably just going to back. Ooh, you saw that, the Jinx ulti fly by? Remember, always thinking about Jinx in the back of my head. Do I have to W? Do I have to dash? Nope, I don't, because she missed. Alright, looks like 3-man pressure in this turret here. I dash forward into the stun, which is pretty bad of me here. Up. Oh, and I take a big chunk damage. Oh, really bad, bad play. I didn't quite get back in time, but it looks like Rek'Sai didn't turn and focus me right away. Also, a bad play there by Leona, focusing the wrong, throwing the face on the wrong target. Easy dive though. I just wish my lane had focused, or not my lane, my bot lane had focused on A, clearing this turret, and B, killing this turret. The AD carry kills this turret while me and Leona start this dive, and then my AD carry finishes the dive by walking through after the turret's dead and just easy textbook. But now I'm forced to back, I think. Oh, no, I'm waiting around seeing for this team play to play out. This looks pretty bad by me. Okay, we're gonna rewind this and look at how I'm playing and why I'm. So I started it back there, but you notice I stopped it because I see her up here, and this is her out of position. Her tank is up here, so she's completely vulnerable to anything from this whole side right here. And you see Leona just flash on her right there, and then a bad play by Kalista picking up that ultimate. I think pressuring her was a little bit more important than that. If my ultimate's up, I misplayed there. Oh, my ultimate's just coming off a cooldown. If I could have waited just a second more, I would have been able to W onto her and then land my chains, which would have been even better. But she blows her flash to get out of the Fizz ultimate, that's fine. I eat the Flame Choppers because, probably because I wanted to get my ulti off, but it didn't end up working that way. So right now, the only damage source that is possible is if Garen comes around the backside, I have to be careful of that. But if anybody else flashes too, I also have to be worried. So right now in my head, I'm avoiding this box. That's dangerous. I'm thinking about Jinx ulti. Is Jinx ulti up? Am I being blocked by people in front of me? Is there a wall here? Yes, there is. So don't need to be scared of Jinx ulti. But being aggressive here, I might. Does the Q land? Is the Q enough damage? Ooh, the Q is not enough damage. I was banking on her A, not critting, and B, me getting the Q damage off right there. So a little bit of an aggro play, a little too aggressive by my part, but still, nonetheless, a good dive and a good pressure there by my team overall. Like I said, we only really care about the Blanc play right now, so we're gonna speed this up. Looks like top wave's being pushed. Dragon's going to be up in 20 seconds, so I'm noting that in my head. Shove this wave quick so I can get bot for Dragon. I've ulted for that first wave, and now I probably will ditch some of the CS to get down there faster. Oh no, I was joking. Okay. I was like, okay, I'll ditch the CS. JK. Okay. Oh, one little trick. I love doing this. This is so nice. Is the little raptors here have like negative HP, like that just takes one spell on almost any mage to clear them. So you kill these 3 and pick up 30 gold for yourself while leaving the bonus monster, the big one here for your jungler, the one that gives him bonus gold and bonus XP and crap. You leave that for him. So you just pick up the small ones. You get super rich. Now I know Dragon's up, but remember I'm low on mana from clearing the top wave, so I want to clear a Dragon here real quick. And again, you see this guy dying here, but that's kind of on him. I have my own agenda, he has his own agenda, so him not respecting my agenda means means it was a misplay by him. I sweep, but he knows I'm in there, which is kind of bad, so him running away is fine. I'm free to farm this. I don't really want to dual Garrett anyway. He's got a lot of tank stats and kind of a little bit of damage here with his Sunfire and Brutalizer combo. So I just want to look to clear this out and then go pressure Dragon with my team. If they didn't just pick it up. No, they did pick it up all by themselves. So now I see Garen here. He's on this board under position. So I want to start off this fight. I dive a little bit deep, but remember I have my W. So I just distort back as soon as I see him turn on me, because I'm not the one who's supposed to kill Garen. That's Callista's job. And Callista does a good job of doing that here. If you see, she does a good job of pressuring, killing the guy, and I jump over the wall to get back sort of into the fight if they need me later on. But ultimately that doesn't matter. My job is just to start that fight off, and I did a great job of doing that. I put myself in a vulnerable position and then reverted that back, making everything great. Gucci in the world. Everything's happy. So you see, I kind of have a lead here, and oh, here's a good example of her just getting caught out of position. I even miss my stupid, mimic, but boom, that damage is pretty sick, and I just put out the rest of the damage and absolutely destroy her. Probably gonna look to chase right here, and remember these are all plays. We have a ward in this bush, so we're just gonna punch him. Punch. Okay, I was trying to hit him in the middle. I don't know why. Maybe get a little more damage on him. But, boom right there. Auto once land the chains. Easy kill. Now just stay out of range of the knockup because I don't want to deal with that damage. And boom. And then I let my AD carry finish it off. Oh, well, looks like Leona picks it up. Really, don't care that much. I don't want the kill anyway. I'm fed out of my mind. But a good job there picking those guys up. If you look at how we're making these plays, it's all based off vision. So I wish I could blow up this mini map right here, but I'm just gonna write on it a little bit. If you see, we have vision right here. Hello? We have vision right here. We have vision down here. We have vision up here. And if at any time they're invading our vision, we are free to just exploit that to our full extent. Throwing up the stun right there, all that kind of good stuff. And basically what happens is we just snowball this lead, this heavy lead that we picked up through our vision and through our picks, and turning bot lane's deficit into bot lane's advantage by outnumbering them and outplaying them with LeBlanc mechanics, as well as the Fizz being on point and him showing up in the proper locations. If you want to see the end of this game, let me know. Otherwise, I think I'm just going to upload this beginning part. I know it's a longer video, and I'm sorry for that, but I feel like a lot of points were touched on. If you notice, I was winning my lane, but my bot lane was not winning her lane. So this was a good example of turning your lead into a carried game, turning your lead into a game where you win, and turning your success into your team success, converting your lane dominance, your skill as an individual into your skill as a team, and turning one lanes into one games. There you go. If you like me, I'll do more videos. If you don't like me, still gonna do more videos. This is fun for me to do, and anybody who liked, watched, and actually stayed to the end, 10 points for you. Remember, you can redeem your arbitrary friendship points at the gift shop for arbitrary friendship points, and it's a complete circle. It's a good deal, really. You get a discount if you use the code JK. It's a wonderful feature. Anyway, everybody, have a nice day, and tell your mother you love them.